Whatever the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, has stated or written, that is completely true. And that is also the most beautiful teachings of Islam. So then I said that this year, please take the bayat, the Pledge of Allegiance from me, to my husband. Then from Algeria, Fatiha Sahiba, who said, after watching many programs on MTA, I prayed to Almighty Allah, and subsequently I saw a dream that I have entered into a very large community, which Khalifa Masih V is guiding in his traditional clothings. He is guiding towards a mosque which is open, and light is sparkling from this mosque. After this dream, on 9 February 2010, I took the pledge of allegiance, but through writing, and I was waiting most impatiently for a reply. In that very night, I saw a dream. I see that in the reflection of a frame, I see my reflection in the frame, and my reflection was illuminating. I had never in my life seen my countenance so beautiful in this manner. Suddenly my reflection disappeared, and then I saw my childhood reflection, and that was also very beautiful. I was so happy seeing this in the dream. Then immediately or suddenly I looked to my left, and I saw an assistant who said, look how the effects of Ahmadiyyat have come within me. Muhammad Yahya Sahib, he is also from Algeria. He said, a few months ago I was unable to take the bayat, the Pledge of Allegiance, and my son was the basis for my becoming an Ahmadi. So my son liked to watch many channels, and because he liked to watch many different channels, he found MTA, and Hawalul Mubashir, the MTA program, was airing on it. He saw various of these programs, and he also phoned into some of these programs. He also studied the website for further details. He did not find anything which was against the Sharia, and he saw that everything was logical and rational, and therefore he took the bayat, the Pledge of Allegiance. However, before I took the bayat, I did the istikhara prayer, and I asked of Allah that person who is Sayyidina Hazrat Ahmad, tell me the truth of this person. So then I saw in a dream that there were some people who were in his house. There was a huge storm or hurricane, and they were trying to grasp on to that curtain that was covering them from outside. But they could not hold on to it properly, and the curtain starts flying into the air, and they become uncovered, and then things are visible from inside the house. Then I felt after this as if an earthquake had struck. So then I said the kalama shahada in an awe-stricken and terrified voice, and I said it with a heartful emotion 3 times. He says, then he heard the voice of the muezzin, the person who recites the call to prayer. When I woke up, then because of fear of Allah, my eyes started watering with tears. I woke up for the prayers, and then my fear completely abated. Hazur says that the truth of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, became absolutely clear to me through this dream. I understood that he had come in the servitude of the Holy Prophet ﷺ to remove people out of the dark and to bring them into the light. Tahir Hani Sahib writes that a short while ago from Lebanon, Mukarram Jamil Sahib took the bayat, the Pledge of Allegiance. His sister Yasmeen, he started preaching to her. However, she would not be persuaded or inclined. But however, now she has taken the bayat due to a dream. One day, after reciting the Asr prayers, she prayed most intensely to Allah, and before sleeping, she was reading one of the books regarding the life of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him. Her enmity was not such that she would not read any book of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, but she was reading the book regarding the life of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him. Then in that night, she saw the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, and some other people, and she was sitting amongst them. The promised Messiah asked that, do you want to take the bayat? She said, whatever you say is true and acceptable. This is why I want to take the bayat. So within the dream, she took the bayat, the Pledge of Allegiance. After the dream, she woke up and said that this was so clear. Mahmud Yahya Sahib, he is of Yemen. So he writes that in order to find out about the truth of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, I offered the istikhara prayer. Then I saw the promised Messiah in a dream, that he was near the door of the Khana Kaaba, next to a tree with white branches,